If 2016 was the year of the mediocre film, as I churlishly wrote this time last year, then 2017 marked a return to form for the Hollywood blockbuster. There were some extraordinary standalone films released this year. Barry Jenkins' Moonlight, released in Australia in 2017, thus included on this list, is one of the best American films in years. It effortlessly develops its rather low-key coming-of-age story through an absolutely stunning visual schema, with the relationships between the surface action, the interior worlds of the characters, and the imagery creating some of the most satisfying on-screen tension this year. Moonlight deserved the Best Picture award at the 2017 Oscars. For once, the Best Picture won. Ingrid Goes West, directed by Matt Spicer, is a painfully incisive dissection of the pathological effects of social media. Its narrative follows stalker Ingrid, Aubrey Plaza, as she moves to Venice Beach and insinuates herself into the life of Instagram celebrity Taylor, Elizabeth Olsen. It offers an, at times, deliriously uncomfortable blend of pathos and black comedy, and says more about contemporary consumer society than virtually any other American film of recent years. Writer-director Jordan Peele's Get Out similarly effectively critiques contemporary American culture, with its visceral blend of horror and comedy sustaining its reflection on race in the United States. It is as brutal and unforgiving as the best horror films, whilst relieving the tension at times with moments of side-splitting hilarity. Like the best genre films, it uses formula as a launch pad to say something genuinely interesting about the world, and the medium. There were other surprisingly well-made and engaging films released in 2017 across multiple genres. Baywatch and The House are funny, sometimes stupid but always watchable big-budget comedies. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword is Guy Ritchie's best film in years, and Wind River and Sofia Coppola's The Beguiled are engrossing mystery thrillers. Wind River is a soulful, Western-style cop film, set in the snowy reaches of Wyoming, and The Beguiled is a savagely funny bodice ripper, a little more pared back than Coppola's other work, anchored around amusing turns by Colin Farrell as an injured Union soldier and Nicole Kidman as the matriarch of the Confederate-friendly household in which he convalesces. It was the adaptation Stephen King fans had been waiting for years, offering a far less hokey take on King's epic novel than the previous TV miniseries version. Perhaps most surprisingly, 2017 also saw the release of the best Marvel and DC comic book films to date, as well as very good installments in other series. Wonder Woman, whilst hardly groundbreaking, is a coherent and effectively made film, with clearly staged and executed action sequences, and an engaging performance by Gal Gadot in the lead role. Thor: Ragnarok is an amazing rush of a film, one of the best of the year, blending wry comedy with psychedelic imagery and full-blooded action sequences, the whole thing punctuated by a first-rate electronic score from Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo fame. The Fate of the Furious, the latest in the Fast and the Furious franchise, is similarly one of the strongest in the series, with Vin Diesel at his epic best in James Bond mode,